What's up, y'all? Hi. Welcome into the room. Welcome into the space. Hi. Thank you, Empress. So let me see. What's up, y'all? Let me see what's going on here. Sally. Hi, Sally. Okay. Number one and number two. What's up, y'all? Hey. Um, C- Coletta. 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 Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hi. Wolfpack Bigger. What's up, Wolfpack? Empress, of course. Yummy. Yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. Let me turn this down, y'all. I didn't realize it was so loud. Uh, Lazadiah. What's up, Lazadiah? What's up, y'all? I know it's early, right? I know it's a holiday, so I know people probably out, on their grill, getting their things done and, doing that. I had a little time before I get out there myself, and then we gon' see what's going on. Wolfpack Bigger, thank you. Let me tell you something. I ain't even gonna hold you. The skin has been skinning. I thank God. Good genetics. Good genetics. But thank you so much. Everybody be asking me about a skincare routine. Skincare is pretty much for the most part just water. I've been blessed to not have to need too much. I do exfoliate at least once a week just to get rid of dead skin cells. I think it's phenomenal how people think that I have on a ton of makeup and I don't have any on at all. That's always great. So it just lets me know that I'm still doing my part to take care of myself. One other thing, I am low stress. I'm not really stressed at all. Yeah, not really stressed. The one thing that I did have in my life that was stressing me, it's not stressing me anymore. I'll put it there very plain and simple. What's up, y'all? Hi. It's been a minute, right? It has been a minute. Fat Pisces, what's up, Fat? I say that non-offensively, of course. That just means she thick-facious, okay? Fat Pisces is thick. What's up, y'all? In the background, of course, you hear me. That is my music. I put a link to it in yesterday's reading. Um, Project I did back in 2020, and I have a fond new appreciation for it now, even more so now than I did back then. A lot of time, a lot of work, um, but well worth it. Well worth it. It was therapy for me. That was a culmination of all of like the sessions that I did have in therapy where I was able to make a whole lot of things clear, and I was able to just be clear and sound mind. And this is well, of course, well before tarot was a thing. Yeah, to the even in that moment, that was never a mention for me. But yeah, so that's me in the background. The project is Afterthought Retrograde. And I called it retrograde because, of course, because retrograde is a moment where things come back and you're able to filter through them. You're able to cycle through them. What do I need? What don't I need? And all of those things. And I feel like you're able to move forward with clear mind after a lot of retrogrades. That's what people don't realize. You be like, "Ooh, I'm glad that's over," and you're a better person because you know, you've experienced those things. You've allowed yourself to go through those things, and you know, you've accepted some things. But concerning you right now, in this particular moment, you know, I'm going to start with this, of course. You know, I've been getting a lot of mentions of people, you know, being stuck. You know, persons feeling like they don't know what's going on, what's happening next. Almost feel like you're free falling, that you're floating. Is it Jatoria? Is that how you say that, Jatoria? Hopefully, I'm saying that right. Either way, what's up, twin? My birthday is the 6th as well, March 6th, yeah. What's up, twin? Let me turn this down. Okay. J Toria. Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So, like I was saying, like a lot of you all have been, you know, in a space where you feel like you're free falling, you know, in a sense. At least you're falling, you know. At least you've taken the leap, shall we say, you know. And now that you feel like you're doing the work, you feel like you're in that space where you kind of know what's going on. You're ebbing and you're flowing. You kind of like you're waiting for that moment to arrive where you actually do know what's going on, and you have an idea of things going forward and moving forward. Okay. You've been, like I said in yesterday, you've been watching tarot readers. They don't really resonate with you at this time. I myself watch very few tarot readers, and those tarot readers that I do watch only post ever so often. And most times I watch them, like some of you are watching me, you watch me for the enjoyment. You know that it's going to be an experience as well as you get something out of it as well, because that's always the intended inspiration and aspiration for, you know, what I choose to do when I do a personal reading. Is always to look at this from, you know, both perspectives, because both perspectives do exist. And if a negative is coming up, what is a positive? And if a positive is coming up, what is the negative? Because I feel like there needs to be an awareness of both, because it's one thing to have another and not have an awareness and an understanding of what else comes with that, because there's something else that always comes with it. It doesn't mean that it will arise, but just in case it does form, you will know what you're coming up against. And that's what many of those different experiences are about. But there's something about this moment where you're needing to just go a little more personal. Like you may only have one reader at this moment where that always hits the mark for you. And I feel like there's very fine significance in that too, because if you're out looking for it and not allowing it to find you, then we do have a problem here. Now it's different when you are getting a personal reading, when you are getting something that's definitely more targeted and more central to you. I have a solution, and that solution, of course, is our sponsor, Psychic Source. Okay. Many of you all have used it already. And it's not that I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. But even when I tried it out before I, you know, gave it all to you as a resource, I had it for a whole month. And I was just like, I don't see. You know, for those of you all who are here for tarot, just give me a moment. We gonna get into it. I know most people attention span is not that thick and, you know, not that heavy, but if you stick around, you'll get what you need from all of this. But even Empress is saying it in there. I'm aware that someone wasn't able to use it. You know, maybe email me about that, and I can see what I can do, because I probably have a more direct line. But we'll see what we can do about that. If you email me, if you had an issue with it and you want to get down to the bottom of it, just email me. Yeah. But yeah, our sponsor, Psychic Source, like they have many different advisors, because they're not just readers. They have many different advisors on there, which are able to like target like exactly what's going on and what you have going on. I linked up with Keegan, and Keegan, like literally before I gave him a synopsis of what I wanted to kind of, which direction, I wanted to head in my life, and was that in alignment. And he literally was able to make me come to a fine conclusion of what I need to do in this particular space concerning all of you all, and then in other spaces that sit and rest adjacent to this as well. Hopefully too much light is not coming in the back, because I really can't do anything about it right now. But as long as you all can see me and I can see you all, kudos. Okay. So concerning tarot, oh, let me finish. So those details down in the description box, I wasn't able to put it in the comment section. But those details down below in the description box, if you use my unique code JMarion, you can get up to 40 minutes for 1980. And honestly, that's a lot of time. You can ask multiple questions, because I had all the time, and I was like literally trying to force myself to figure out questions, but I didn't need all of the time. Like I literally did not need all of the time. I allowed him just to flow and just to continue to lead the reading. Jay Toria, just email me, and then we can talk about that. Um, So yeah, because I want to get you the resource, because I'm pretty sure it's just a stick in the mud. You ever used it before? If you used it before, it probably won't work. Brenda, hello, Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Okay, okay, yeah. So yeah, just email me. Email me. Okay, so just preliminary energy here, right? Just me, just seeing, what is this about? I kind of knew, I kind of, because it's just been the direction and the vibe of all of the readings. I was pretty sure that it wasn't going to change, and it really truly hasn't. It hasn't. So I'm just going to say that, and because I'm not going to focus on what. So there is once again people. People. These could be multiple people. This could be one individual person. But there are people who don't want to end things with you. They want to repetitively go into redundant cycles. Do you love them? Do you love them not? So there's somebody here who wants to know. They want total clarity on: are you really truly done giving your energy, your time to this particular space? Because if you are, I will do my best to let you go, and I will not return. I will not return back to you. I will leave you alone. I will let you go in peace to do whatever it is that you love, that you choose to do. I feel like somebody is literally going to, although they don't want to, I feel like once you decide to give something no more energy, once you close out a particular cycle, once you get out of a particular energy, there's going to be many things that are going to begin to manifest for you, because you've made room. I feel like there just simply needs to be clarity and understanding on which direction you should go in, which direction you should take. But for a lot of you, at this time, an ending is absolutely necessary, because some bonds or relationships that you were in, very toxic. Very toxic, very damaging to your inner being, because I feel like in some way I'm almost hearing like this, the word is muffled, so not silenced, just muffled. You were allowed to speak, but there were only certain things that you were allowed to say, not because people were restricting your conversation, but because people would not be able to understand where you're going and where you're headed in your life, because wherever you're going is a solo journey. It's a solo journey, and there's not many people who will believe in what you believe in. There's not many people who will have the capability to be able to do the things that you do, because that's just not their makeup. It's just not where they are in their life. It does not mean that they can't elevate, that they can't change, that they can't expand, that they can't grow, because everyone can. This is not something that is subject to a particular kind of people, but it is subject to those people who say yes, who allow themselves to not be victims anymore, but become victors. Because that's what really truly happens in here. You don't get to this elevated thinking, this elevated space, and still think with a victim type of mentality. It is one that becomes, how are we getting over this hump? How are we doing this? Because the objective is to remain victorious over the opposition, because you didn't meet the opposition met you. It came up against you, like most times it often does. But it's in this particular moment, what are you deciding to do? And I feel like that's where this is that crossroad moment. This is that crossroad moment where you're facing this decision to do this thing. Because we started with the Two of Cups. That's what I'll tell you. We started with the Two of Cups, and we're ending with the Lovers. So there is something that you have chosen and decided to do. The love, this is not something that you're thinking about. This is something that you chose to do with this Lovers here. You chose elevation, you chose growth, you chose betterment, you chose yourself. King of Cups, you chose peace. In this particular moment, you chose peace. And I feel like that's what all of these endings are about. These are what all of these cycles are about. We done here. We are done here. There is nothing else left to discuss. And I feel like that's where we are. It's not mean. It's I'm going in peace. I'm going in the direction that I feel I need to flow in. This King of Cups. This King of Cups is also very intuitive here as well. So something is a guided decision here as well. A decision that you can come to in a state of peace, because it doesn't stress you. And that's how you feel and know that there are certain things here that are designed and made for you. I don't believe that this spiritual thing is easy, but I don't feel it's meant to cause some hell in our lives as well. hmm I feel like this is a point in period of time where we need to pay very close attention to what we hear, what we see, what we believe, what you're giving your focus to, what you're giving your time and your attention to. But one thing, the best advice in this particular time, in this particular moment, that I can give anybody is worry about yourself and those who are in very close proximity to you. Worry about yourself. You don't have time for the shenanigans in this particular moment, because we don't know what's going to happen next. All of this is out of our control. So there's this need to focus on what we can focus on. And maybe in this particular moment, you need to go within. You need to go within. And this is one of those spaces where it's, let me get clear sound clarity for what's going on with me in this particular moment concerning the external, but it's more so internal. Because what can I in this particular moment do for myself? Because that's what this is. What can I in this particular moment do for myself? I can't be concerned about anybody else anymore unless they are in very close proximity to me. And for me, close proximity to be is like relationship, romantic partner. If family is near and present, close and present at this moment, yes. Okay. Other than that, like friends, of course, yeah, you know. But if it ain't meaningful relationships, and I mean meaningful, mm-mm, because you ain't got time. You don't have time. Time does not belong to you. I'm also starting to feel like time isn't really a thing, but you know, that's not, you know. Anywho, anywho, but yeah, more so particularly, there's somebody here. Um, somebody is stricken by what you have chosen to do because it doesn't leave them in a great space concerning you. Somebody is definitely going to be like heartbroken, you know, you know, and I don't literally mean like, but somebody's gonna feel away. You know, Three of Swords here. Somebody's gonna feel away about what you choose to do because for you it's a very, very fulfilling, very enlightening beginning, and for somebody else it's the end of a thing because there's something that you're giving your focus to, something that is above you. You know, the Hierophant is here as well. So there's just something that's above you, something that you want to feel. Something has to have meaning, you know, for you now moving forward. And that's your relationships, all of those things. Something feels like it needs to be more intentional. Intentional relationships where you know you're valued, where you know you're respected, where you know you can trust these people, where you know all, and I mean all of the relationships. And I do feel like now moving forward that's something you will be able to do because a lot of you have been in relationships that weren't I'm seeing the Six of Swords, but it feels like it's in reverse. So maybe something wasn't equal give and take. There was no reciprocity, you know. Maybe you found yourself giving more to a situation than you felt like the situation was giving to you. And I feel like that's also a thing here too as well, you know. Kirsten, what's up, Kirsten? How are you, Kirsten? Tina and Totero, what's up, Tina? Y'all, y'all done. What's up? How are you? Long time no see. And then I say long time no see. Then C enters into the room. What's up, C? DJ Forecast. What's up, DJ Forecast? DJ Forecast is in the room, y'all. Yeah. So what I just something is about to go up for y'all, you know? What's up, Lentil? Mm-mm. What is this? Hold on, y'all. Oh, it's on that Phantom shuffle. Okay. So yeah, so like that's just like the preliminary energy. I know a lot of you all are going to say, "Oh, you know, I don't want that." I get it. I get it. I understand. I get it. But I don't control the narrative here. I don't know. Some people are like, "Oh, we'll want the band," but I'm like, "Look, bruh, sis, I'm only throwing cards out. That's it. I'm sorry if I know what I know that I know, but I'm not really sorry because all of the things check out. Y'all see it in real time. Y'all see, I edit all the unnecessary stuff that y'all don't need to see because why do you need to see that? But everything else, real time. Y'all seen it happen. Y'all see it happen in lives. Just like I said yesterday, somebody is on your ass because they don't want to let you go. They see the value in you now. Like your energy, how you resonate now is different. How you converse with people now, different. How you connect with people now, different. You probably don't even like Small talk is not a thing for you. While you are aware, small talk is like 10% of your normal conversation. And generally, you introduce that to people to see where their head is at with that. And then you move it more forward to more intellectual conversations. Most time, people become uncomfortable because they can't really truly handle it because it generally speaks objective to their scope. But you've stayed quiet for a while now, but I feel like what's happening now, your silence is about to get very loud. I feel like your silence is about to get very loud. This is what I feel. This is what I feel. Your silence is about to speak volumes. So get ready. I'm also seeing the word clap back. So it's possibly something someone's getting ready to see. I'm also seeing the Six of Wands. So you could be a success in your own right because in order to get to the Six of Wands, you had to go to the Four of Wands first, as well as the Five of Wands, because there's something that you accomplished that generally people always have a problem with. You're always met with some type of conflict after you achieve something, but there's something about you being victorious no matter what comes up against you because you were made to be successful. You were made to propel forward. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. That's the Eight of Wands type of energy. Seven of Wands, you always had your boundaries. You put your boundaries up after you realize what you had, after you realize your potential, after you see what people saw in you, and after you show up how you want to be. I'm telling you, man, boundaries. 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 Boundaries are a thing. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Swords on the split. I feel like something is going to require your acute attention. This is something that you're going to have to be quick on your feet about. Because I feel like this is a moment that will literally pass you by if you don't catch it. That's for some of you. Three of Wands. This could be something that you have been waiting to return to you because maybe at one point in time, this is for some of you all as well. Maybe at one point in time you weren't chosen for something. I feel like another space or another room has been made for you. Okay. An office could be significant for you with a view for some of you. I'm also hearing a change in zip code, not state, but a change in zip code. So for some of you all, you could be moving. For some of you all, this is what you're going to be doing it alone. But a lot of you all are going to be moving into a single family home. Something about a single family home. Something about a single family home. I said Five of Wands earlier. We had that Five of Wands. Yeah, so they're definitely. So what I feel like is happening now. What I feel like also is happening now concerning a lot of you all is conversations. I feel like your name is being revived. Your name is being revived. I feel like it's also partially to do with what you've been doing, what people possibly have been seeing you do. If some of you have been posting on social media, not even your successes, just maybe like a photo ever so now and then. People assume a lot of things from your photos. They assume that maybe things are going great and good with you, that you're in some type of fake it till you make it energy. No, I don't feel like you're in fake it type of energy. I feel like what type of energy you're resting in now is energy of anticipation, because a lot of you all feel like something is getting ready to happen, and I do feel that as well. And I don't feel like, oh, something's getting ready to happen with the world. No, something's getting ready to happen with me. Something's about to turn around in my favor. Something is working out for me. It is my time. I've waited long enough. I am claiming now that this is my time. I'm not rushing spirit, but I am saying I've waited long enough. Not for just let's get this thing on the road. Let's get it on the road. Let's go. Let's go. Let's turn this thing around. Five of Pentacles on the split. Five of Wands. You're not around. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. You're not around. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Yeah, you're not around this particular conflict. You're not around this conversation. So something is happening in the background where you are not concerned. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Yeah, absolutely. Some sort of conflict that is arising or whatever is happening. You're not there. You are not in it. You're not in it. Divine, can you give me some messages? What are the messages we have here for? Okay, that's okay. So Four of Cups. You are not there. You are not there. You are minding your business. I feel like people are minding your business. You're minding your business while people are minding your business. Mm-hmm. But I do feel like what is happening now is in some way, and I've been telling people this for the longest time, I feel like justice is being served. Not, ooh, let me come attack your finances. Like, no. No. Some people really truly need to realize their behaviors, what they've done. Because there are people out here who literally think that they are so great and so good, and they are the worst type of people. I've met them. And no, that is no shade. No, I've seen you motherfuckers. I've seen the way you've acted. I've seen the way you've responded. I've seen the way that you've treated other people. I've heard you do this. And then when it's turned around on you, you wonder why. And then you profess to be, oh, I'm so great, and oh, I'm so good, and I mind my business, and I don't hurt anybody. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're not even a snake in a garden. Let's not even give it that much credit because they not that damn sneaky. It's out there in plain sight for the whole damn world to see. Now, the only difference is about it is I go along for the ride because at no point in time was I ever an idiot. I know everything. People are like, oh, how you know you? Yeah, I know. Trust me. I know. And no, I'm not making this about me. But you, Four Cups, you're off minding your business. And people are minding your business. Now, listen, if you want to start minding my business, I will make an example of you. I will. But let's see. So Four Cups is out here. So you're definitely minding your business because that's what this Four Cups gives me at this moment. It gives me you're minding your business while other people are minding yours. You're minding your business. Remember we were talking about that Six of Pentacles earlier? People are minding your business, but they ain't giving you nothing. You give so much, but once you started to take away your focus, once you started to put your focus back in yourself and mind your business and not give to that space, that's when people started to dig and dive a little more. What is he up to? What is she up to? What are they doing? What are they doing? Divine Four of Cups here. We have the Two of Pentacles. Something no longer suits your interest. I feel like there's with this Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles combinations, it's giving me somebody who's trying to figure something out. What do I do with this? Because do I really need this? I feel like this Four of Cups is an assessment of what you want to get rid of. Like, okay, what cup don't I need here? Somebody already got their hands on one, because who told you to touch that? Okay, put that back. Okay, but if you want it so bad, you know what? Take it. You know what? You've actually helped me make a decision. I feel like people have helped you make a decision. Thank you, Divine. Some people have helped you make a decision. Okay, with this Four of Cups as well as the Two of Pentacles, they've helped you make the decision. Yeah. Divine, what else here? With the Three of Pentacles, these people have helped you make the decision. I feel like they literally help you come to this decision by being the example of what you needed to. Yeah. With the star here at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. These people helped you make a decision. Okay. It almost feels like somebody gave you an ultimatum. An ultimatum may be significant here with this Two of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles. And I feel like you chose yourself all day long with this star here at the bottom of the deck. Somebody gave somebody an ultimatum. Divine, tell me about this Two of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody gave somebody an ultimatum. Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. Somebody definitely gave somebody an ultimatum with the sun at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Mhm. One more divine. Page of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. Gave me two. Ain't that funny? What a hell of an ultimatum. King of Cups as well as the King of Wands. Somebody gave somebody an ultimatum. That's crazy. Huh. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. That's crazy. I feel like you chose yourself with this King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, let me just go ahead and do this work. I feel like this King of Pentacles started from the ground up is what this is also giving me. Yeah, somebody gave you an ultimatum. Three of Pentacles moving forward, Divine. Nine of Pentacles, you chose yourself. Nine of Pentacles, you chose yourself. Somebody helped you make a decision to move on your own. And I feel like this moving on your own, man, I know a lot of people be like, oh, I'm going to be by myself. If you choose to be by yourself for the rest of your life, then that's your business. But I do feel like there are people out here, honestly, who are benefiting from being alone. You're going to move. You're going to get a lot done. Knight of Wands. Okay, I feel like you're going to move with a whole lot more passion because you're not giving your time and your resources to something that you're fighting with. You're fighting with it. If you have to fight against it, and that's all I'm gonna say on that. If you have to fight against it, mm-mm, mm-mm. What else, Divine? Yep, if you gotta fight against it, absolutely not. Absolutely not. People be like, but love ain't easy. I ain't say nothing about being love being easy. But love being hard and love being challenging, absolutely not. That's y'all egos. But that's a whole nother conversation. Okay. So Three of Wands. Three of Wands felt, Okay, so Two of Swords. Okay, so check this out. Even after you've moved on, because with this Nine of Pentacles is solid. This Nine of Pentacles is solid. This Nine of Pentacles gives me somebody who's firm. You standing on your boundaries. You said what you said. You've worked hard. This Nine of Pentacles is not Divine. Tell me about this Nine of Pentacles. And I'll tell. We gonna clarify Nine of Pentacles after I clear this thought with this Two of Swords. Okay. So here's what's happening. What's happening now is even after you've gone about your merry way, you've gone about your business. Let's just say you've done the work, and let's just say some time has passed. Let's just say a year. Let's just say a year has passed. Three of Wands. Somebody is in some way hoping that you will return, or somebody is getting ready to return to you, or hope that you will come back on the decision that you've made with the Two of Swords. Somebody's hoping that you will reverse a decision, that you will let that guard down, that you would come down from that space that you've been in of manifestation and focus and drive and doing what you need to do. Somebody's hoping that you would renege, that you would recant, that you would omit, that you would delete, okay? That you would backspace, that you would put it in reverse and park it on your decision to let them be and let them live. They're hoping. Okay? This Three of Wands, Two of Swords, please. Until you come back to me, I'm going to knock on your door. I'm going to tap on your window. Okay? Divine, Three of Wands. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, yes. Five of Pentacles. They are hoping. Please. I'm not saying they begging, but this is a desire of somebody's. Like, look, there's a flower there. It's there. It's frozen, but somebody's hoping that you would bring the sunshine, that you would melt this cold space that they're feeling, because somebody has an ice box where their heart used to be, or they just feel like you cold. I feel like you cold. They feel like you cold. You heartless. But how befitting that today, for some, is Independence Day. Very significant. The number 9, Independence. Yes, I do feel like, yeah, somebody is just like, okay, after you're done. Cause let's see, Divine, can you tell me about an outcome? Cause what's it? What is this? This? Cause what is this? You said hell to the no, to the no, no, no. You said no. You said no. You said no. You said hell no. Okay, because I feel like you let somebody be dramatic with this 5 of Pentacles. You let them be dramatic, and you let them tell their narrative and their story, and then you still told them, yeah, no, pretty much your season is up, your time is up, because absolutely not. Why should I subject myself to your repeated behavior with this 3 of Wands? Why? Why? We're so much more abundant over here in this particular space right now. There are so much more things that are working out for us now over in this space now that we've left you alone. We've left you alone to do whatever you wanted to do. Okay? Because you wanted to be with the multiples when others wanted to be with the individual. So why? And no, I'm not even speaking from personal experience. I'm speaking from a real standpoint. That's like, why? It's like if the dynamic in the relationship has been nothing but tug of war, why? If you can only remember everything bad that happened, why? It's so much more damaging to you. It's so much more damaging to you. It really is. This world is literally saying, it's screaming, absolutely not. Like, no, the season for the comeback is over. Not that kind of comeback. The only comeback that's coming back is the comeback to self, to moving forward with what you wanted to manifest. I'm just saying. That's just what this feels like. It feels absolute. It feels like this is the moment. This is the time. Just saying. Let me get another deck. Let me get another deck, because hold on, because here's the most interesting thing. I feel like right now, it's a very steadfast type of energy. I feel like there's very little room for error, but it feels steadfast, not strict, steadfast. Because I feel boundaries are a real thing. Like it's like limit reached, no more, absolutely not. I feel like you have room for one mistake and one mistake only, and people be like, "Oh yeah, Divine." What other messages do you have here aside from this? Nine of Pentacles. Now that's great. Thank you for emphasizing this. Nine of Pentacles. Here's the emphasis. We're getting emphasis on the Nine of Pentacles. We've been talking about it now. Now it's here. It's here again. Oops, excuse me, y'all. Let me pull you back. Okay. Are we there? There. Okay, so listen. Nine of Pentacles. If you've been single, let me see what we're seeing here. Six of Swords, yeah. Okay, Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck, yeah. So there's something about being guided to move forward here, and with the Six of Swords, this is definitely giving me more so an intuitive nudge. With the Nine of Pentacles here, this is a sound decision. This is a very resourceful decision. This decision comes from a space of patience and time. Divine, tell me about the Nine of Pentacles here. But there's something very significant, not just because it's Independence Day, but it's something significant about being an independent individual, doing things on your own. With the Eight of Swords, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, this definitely gives me we on lockdown right now. We on lockdown. It's about me. Generally, Eight of Swords gives me this thing of, oh well, I'm in prison and nope. This is about me. I am firm on this Emperor at the bottom of the deck. I am firm on this singular energy. Nothing can penetrate this right now. This seems to be a very clear message. Why is this important, Divine? We have the Two of Cups. So there seems to be more so a relationship that is concerning within here. We have in these particular the Two of Cups, we have the sun on one cup on the stem, and then we have the moon on one cup on the stem. So for me, in this particular moment, there's something significant about going within. There's something about an inner balance here that is very significant. You needing to go within, just like I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Psychic Source, our sponsor. I was just letting you all know that in this particular moment, sometimes you need something just a little more personal for this moment so that you can move forward. People be stuck. Have a resource to do something about it and do absolutely nothing about it. And then it's like you wonder why things aren't getting any better. No, tarot, once again, is not absolute. But I will tell you this, it's based off your present energy, especially if you get a personal reading, especially if you are attached to multiple individuals, and especially when you can't even siphon through your own journey. People literally will do nothing. Have a resource. Yes, sometimes a resource is going to cost you some money. Sometimes that resource is not going to come from who you want it to come from right now, i.e. me. It's like no offense, no harm, no foul. Right now, I can't do personal readings unless I have a moment where, once again, I'll tell you, like I'll throw out, a lot of people don't pay attention to the community tab either. Like the community tab has gems in it, and you get random, what one would call in the game, Easter eggs. Like people be like, oh, I need a personal reading from you. Like there'll be a moment where I'll be able to say, hey, I have 6 personal readings same day, which means you will get it in this moment. Just give me an hour to get it to you, and you will get it. Like, it's like every now and then I would throw the gems out to you. So it's like even extending myself when I've given other resources for you all to get what you need. It's like in this moment, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 2 of Cups. This is about you, and this is about nobody else. And I feel like there is something that you need to figure out here well with it as well with the Two of Cups with the sun and the moon. There's something that may possibly be imbalanced that you may need to get balanced with some form of clarity. And it's like, no, I am not pushing you all to get personal readings, but I am pushing you all to do better and more so concerning your spiritual health. And some of you all know that you all need to do better concerning your spiritual health. No, I'm not toting on you. No, I am not digging on you. I, at one point in time, needed to do better with my spiritual health because my spiritual health was literally pointing me in a completely different direction from where I was going, and I was choosing to go in the opposite direction, knowing that I needed to go in the other direction because I was holding on to something that I needed to let go of because something else that I thought that I wanted was in the opposite direction, and then I found out that I really didn't even need it. It's time to get unstuck. There's no other way for me to say it. It's time to get unstuck. It's time to figure it out. Let's do this thing because something is attracted to you. Something wants to become a part of you with this Two of Cups. But I feel like there's some figuring out that we need to do here. There's some figuring out. And I'm sorry. I can't be one of those readers who's about to tell, ooh, and this is no shade to the other ones, but I'm not, oh, your baby mama and your baby daddy, they own you, blah, 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 and I got these people. No, what's going on with you? Because we have these people who they're going to be jealous. They're going to be jealous. But some of this energy is still coming up because there's still some form of connection. Because something hasn't come to an end yet with the world, showing up here. Maybe this is something you're getting ready to come to, but these energies are still present because you are still presently in these people's lives. Divine, give me clarity on this Two of Cups. We have the Ten of Wands. There's something that you need to figure out with the King of Swords. There's something you need to figure out. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Four of Swords directly behind that. And then we even have the Temperance with that as well. If this doesn't give me advisor or seek out some sort of console or some sort of help outside of yourself, because I feel like, yes, go within, but sometimes even the inner needs to be figured out because some things are discombobulated within. Because, there's, things that are conflictual to your manifestations because of what people put on you and because of what you haven't healed from yet, which is why you're experiencing delays as well. The Ten of Wands feels like a delay. And I feel like just with a little clearing up, but let's just see. Divine, move forward, please. Ten of Wands, Two of Cups. Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles. Something is just slightly discombobulated here, And I feel like there's something that you've been without with the High Priest. Look, y'all. With the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. If this isn't giving me like some sort of advisor, some sort of tarot reader, some sort of spiritualists to help you get some things figured out, to help you carry this load, to get this thing sorted out with this Five of Pentacles to this High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. It's like sometimes yes, Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, this is here. You're there, but maybe we don't know what to do with this yet. You're there. Maybe you're about to get it. Maybe you have it, but you don't know what to do with it yet. Divine, clarify. Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Kind of holding things back, maybe in some way restricting yourself from getting things started. Maybe even holding on to something. Four of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, because there's something you don't want to let go of. Two of Cups, maybe you feel like somebody's supposed to be, thank you, Divine. You feel like somebody's still supposed to come with you. They are not. No matter how close you think you are to them, there's something that's meant solely for you. There's something meant specifically for you. Okay, thank you. So this Two of Cups is an attachment that you need to get rid of. Something is restricting you here. Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Something is restricting you, and this something seems to be someone. Somebody that maybe that you love, somebody that you may, whether you know it or not. Some cycle hasn't come to an end. There's nothing good about this. I can't even tell you that. Two of Cups is great. But attached to the Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles, something is restricting somebody from Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Something's restricting you here. Just saying. And that restriction seems to be because I asked. What's this restriction? Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Who is this? Divine, give me more clarity on who the Two of Cups is. Okay. Three of Cups. Okay, so for some of you all, of course, it is a third party. With this Two of Cups, for some of you all, it's a friend. Yeah, it's a friend. This is somebody that you share a very unique bond with the Three of Cups and the Magician here at the bottom of the deck with the Two of Pentacles. Something magical, about the bond, and I can see why. This could be a relationship that is well over 20 years. Okay, but something about this relationship is restricting you. I'm telling you, something about whoever these people are, these third parties, because they're people. They're people. Divine Three of Cups with the Five of Wands. Yeah, Five of Wands, like literally. These people are restrictions, period. They're restrictions. And they don't mean you any good. Seven of Cups as well as the Chariot. Yeah, they don't mean you any good. I'm just telling you. Whether this is something you've discovered or not, some relationship that you have, because this Two of Cups is just giving me a relationship, one that you thought maybe is very meaningful, one that you feel like you couldn't do without, but this relationship has caused you nothing but hell. Like literally, in no direction is this good. Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Five of Wands, Two of Cups, Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Four of Pentacles. Somebody just caused hell. Wreaked holy havoc. Holy havoc. And almost reveled in it until you saw them for real. Divine Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords moving forward. Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups, like literally. I feel like when you make things be about you, that's when you will see like this wish fulfillment type of energy come in for you. This space where you're able to create not only for yourself, because something was solid with you first, and then everything else began to follow. This is giving me seek the kingdom first and all of his righteousness, and then all of the other things will be added. Like I feel like this is giving me something, because with this Nine of Pentacles, this took a minute. This took a minute. It took a minute. Like a minute. Divine Ten of Cups. It took a minute. Two of Wands. Yeah. I feel like now it's able to move forward because there's something about justice. It's able to move forward now because there's room. And most people be like, do it really work that way for, yeah, energy? Yeah. I feel like if energy is not able to, shall we say, survive in a particular space, in a particular organism, it moves on because energy is not destroyed. You either release it or you let it go or it moves on. If you don't possess the capability to be able to house what this energy can do, or if you're not operating this energy at its full capacity or enough to keep it going, I feel like no, you are not the specimen to carry this. So if you stop doing something, I don't feel like you're not left with the talent. I just feel like you don't have the drive, the passion, the spark in order to get what this is. So right now something goes away for a while. And I feel like when you're ready, it comes back to you, because I'm not one of those people like, if you don't use it, you lose it. I don't believe that. I don't believe that because I have not sketched anything in years. And I can assure you, if I pulled out a piece of paper, grab my pen and pencils and like all of those things, I will be able to come up with something that will be phenomenal. Just saying. But I feel like something does leave you for a while until you're really truly dedicated to something. Some is passion, behind this. And I feel like if you don't have the passion or the drive for something, yes, you are going to stop doing something because maybe you just don't want to do it at that particular moment and at that time. But I do feel like after you've realized the truths that you need to realize, after you've understood your capabilities and where you really truly need to be and what you need to put your focus into, I feel like that's the space where things really begin to happen for you, because this is a you thing now and it has nothing to do with anyone else. It has nothing to do with anyone else at all, because it's like this poison, shall we call it, can damage your environment. That's why you weren't manifesting. That's why you weren't creating. That's why you weren't seeing movement, because something was not conducive to your environment. Your environment was being affected by what was in it. And I feel like that's what your environment is saying. Your environment is saying Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. There's something you need to concern yourself with and cut all others out. You need to move forward with your life with this cut. Eight of Swords, Ten of Cups, cut them out and move forward with this Ten of Wands. Move forward as planned, because something's waiting for you with the Justice here. Something is waiting. You've been praying for change. You've been praying for something to happen. You with the Two of Swords behind the Justice, is something about a decision. It's up to you. The turning point is your decision, people. The turning point is your decision. Okay? So, my good people, hopefully this message resonated with you all in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I wanted to hop in for a minute and get you all in here. Once again, check out our sponsor, Psychic Source, to get that clarity, because a lot of y'all be playing. A lot of y'all be asking for this stuff, and then it's like, I get it for you. I gift wrap it for you, get it and I give it to you. You all don't use it. I need for you all to use the resources, not for me, but for you all. As you all benefit, I benefit too. But I want you all to benefit first before I benefit. It's just the truth. And that's where I'm at with it. But I'm also have to remind you all that this is the real world. And the real world requires you to branch out. That's the only way you all will be able to expand and grow. And don't cut me off, because I know most people after tarot is done, they run off. Don't run off. Don't run off, because the people don't be telling y'all the truth. The truth is, general messages are cute. So let me tell y'all the tea on general messages. A lot of people expect for these general messages to resonate with them through and through. I feel like it's very selfish. I feel like you can't come to a general message with a selfish mindset. You need to come to a general message with a collective mindset, because no, it is not just about you. Some people only find that maybe one sentence that is spoken within an entire reading is the thing that resonates with them. And the reason why people listen to an entire reading is because they want to see if there is other parts and other pieces that may pick up somewhere in the puzzle. And then if this is a reader that they trust, then they may feel like they can get a personal reading. So I understand relationships and things like that. But if the reader in themselves is saying, hey, I got this resource for you and I've tried it out for myself, because I ain't gonna sell y'all no bullshit. I'm sorry, I can't do it. It has to be in alignment. It has to resonate, but it also has to, for me, be something that you all can use. It has to be a resource that I know will be beneficial to you all. And I wasn't going to put anything else before y'all if I didn't believe in it. So with that being said, there will be, I think, two periods within July where I'll post in the community tab, literally same day reading. Email me for the details, just different details. Just email me for the details. And then the spaces are limited, but I will have those available. And I will see how those, resonate. And it's just like, I mean, there's no shade. If I don't get a response behind it, it's like, no, I'm not going to keep on putting it out there because it's a waste of time. It is. But yeah, so with that being said, I do hope that resonates with you all. Check out the descriptions, and even if you don't go through it all the way, it's worth the click. Like, just click it and see what's going on within that space, and you can literally sort through, and you can see what reader works for you, and it's there until you use it. You don't have to use it right there in that moment. It's there until you use it. And if you only use an X amount of minutes, chops, then you may have more minutes left. You may have like 20 minutes. I don't know. But the resource is available to you all. And I actually enjoyed it because, for me, it was a different experience getting real time insight and actually just letting a reader just do your thing. I gave you a general narrative. You flow with it. I trust your judgment. That's the reason why I was guided towards you. I trust your judgment. And so far, everyone that has messaged me about Psychic Source has said that it has been accurate and it has helped them tremendously. And for me, my channel, this channel, the Lofi-Network, is about growth. It's about growth. I feel that there is a point of time where everyone should drop off from tarot at their leisure, because I feel like tarot is an additive. It's one of those things that is very resourceful, and I feel like spiritual checks are good, and some people consider a personal reading a spiritual check, and I definitely agree with that. You personal readings help you discover if there are any blockages, or if there's anything that's going on in your own interpersonal life that maybe you don't see, or maybe what's going on with love. What's up with my finances? What am I not seeing? Is it something that I'm missing? Because I feel like I'm doing the right things, but maybe I'm doing the wrong things. No, you are not going to get that from a general message. You're not. And if you aren't making the proper steps with using the insight and using the knowledge to better your life, because if you hear a reader say, hey, I think you need to get out of this toxic relationship, and you be like, yes, I agree, and you're gone for one day and then you're back in it for a whole nother year, that's problematic. Your watching tarot is in vain. If you continually watch tarot and tarot is saying the same thing to you, and tarot is not moving from this space until you actually move from this space, because I've seen that happen too. The way it's mentioned, it's mentioned. It literally keeps on getting mentioned until you come up out of the energy. Like, literally. And I've seen it happen to people. I've seen people literally go from reading to reading to reading to reading. And it's almost like a level of psychosis to me. Like, you're forcing a narrative here. You're looking until you find something that eases your mind to stop you from actually dealing with what you really need to deal with. Because that's the thing, too, where people become obsessive with tarot. Very obsessive with tarot, to the point where that's the only thing they do and watch day in and day out. Very dangerous. Very dangerous because you're getting all the wrong insight and you are confusing yourself. And that's why I tell people, like, when you come in my comment section, no, I am not going to attack anybody. But what I am going to tell people, Albert, what's up? Lo-Fi Mellow, new member Albert is in the room, y'all. Welcome to the tribe and welcome to the Lo-Fi Network membership space. Many different things coming next week for the membership space. If you all are not a member, what are you doing? But anywho, so listen, use those resources as you see fit, but you will find that it's actually very interesting. Curiosity, there, yeah, I know they say you kill the cat, but there's a level of satisfaction and curiosity. Sometimes curiosity just leads to a wonderful place. Some curiosity leads to a wonderful place. And from my personal experience, being a tarot reader and all, because people be like, ooh, psychic source, Keegan, great. If you're looking for somebody kind of like on my cadence, Keegan, he's a great guy. So, anywho, off to the side. Um, y'all, hopefully you all enjoy your day. I know a lot of you all probably are celebrating. You're going to be out on the grills and things like that. Save me a piece, preferably like a rib or something like that. If okay, disclaimer on the rib: if I can't pull the meat off the bone, I don't want it. If there's more fat on the rib, I don't want it. I don't want it. Okay, but save me a metaphorical plate. Okay. And then maybe if I post later, we can watch, you know and then we can talk together. And the plate, you just put the plate there and just imagine me there eating with you all. No, just fine. That's a bit much. That's a bit excessive. But no, to all of my people that I weren't able to speak to, I see Whitney. Hi, Whitney, Marlene, Tasha. What's up, Tasha? Monica, Monica, only one. What's up, only one? But no, real talk. I'm not. Listen, I can't be in this space, shall we say, of having particular insights that maybe you all don't have and I don't share them, because I feel like it's a disservice to a community. And I believe in being upright. That's just my thing. I do my best. I'm not perfect, but I do my best to be upright. And I will be one of probably many to say tarot does have a dark side to it, and I feel like it's not about any other reader. Let's look at it from the perspective of just watching tarot. I feel like the dark side of watching tarot is that it can become obsessive. Like, I know people who are subscribed to a million tarot readers. It's like, why? It's so confusing. Now, it's different when you have, let's just say you have three major tarot readers that you watch, and all three of these tarot readers are in alignment. It's like, let's just say one tarot reader is the face of the message. Let's say you got your one tarot reader that's just at the top, like this is the one you watch first before you watch anybody else. If this tarot reader has posted a video and a notification come across your screen and you watching somebody else, you will literally click off their video to go to this tarot reader. No shade to the other tarot readers, but this is your reader. You want to get this message right then and right now because you feel that this is the reader that resonates on a level that is like acute to yours without having gotten a personal reading first. And maybe you have gotten a personal reading along the way, and now it's in your alignment where you're like, you know what, I think I need another one. So anywho, you gonna go to this reader. Like, this is the reader. And then your other reader maybe is somewhere in the middle of that message. Like, they said something that you said over here with this other reader, but they're starting to veer off in another direction, which is interesting because you're like, You going where I'm going too. I feel where you at right here. It's like these three readers have all the missing links. They're the Trinity, if you will. This reader has everything, this reader has something, and this reader has another thing. But all three of them together create a nice, well-rounded insight message, for you. But then there's moments where you're like, okay, y'all feel where y'all going, but I need to go more direct. Because I feel what you're saying over here, but let me go get a personal reading over here real quick. And I feel like, yes, stop. I'm also going to say this. Stop expecting spirituality to be free. If you can go to a therapist and you could do things for your mental health that does not tangibly exist. Some of y'all spend a lot of money on therapists too. A lot of money. A lot. A lot. A lot of money. And that you should. Mental health. But what about that spiritual health? What about that morale? What about also how you feel about you? Because I feel like spiritual is in alignment with that mental, because one needs to be balanced in order to make sound decisions. And although your spirit can guide you to make a decision, you have to literally soundly make the decision. I feel like there's a correlation. Your spirituality costs because there are people who specialize in those areas as well. The only unfortunate thing is in industry, on an industry level, they are not respected. It's almost like this thing that people forget until a moment of crises. And then in a moment of crises, then do people want to run back saying, oh, help me, help me, help me. Can you pray for me, pray for me, pray for me? Can you give me insight? Can you give me clarity? Because you understand something in a way that I don't, because I'm not able to do that right now, and I need help. I think we need to also remember, and even if other people don't have respect for it, you yourself need to have respect for it because you know it's there. And I also feel like it's a disservice to you as well when, let's just say, that there's somebody who literally, and no, these things are real things. Before I say this, these things are real things. People who have shamanic practices to remove hexes, to remove curses. This shit is real. This stuff is real. Idle people be like, oh, well, I got these people in the background talking. Idle gossip are hexes and curses. People be like, oh, it's just this simple thing. Yeah, okay, you keep on thinking that somebody talking about you or discussing you behind your back is just some simple idle gossip. And it's not. Words are powerful. Especially when said with intention. Just saying. So some of us, maybe it's time maybe it's time to stop buying clothes and shoes and all of these outward things to impress us, because ain't nobody going anywhere right now. Because where you going? For real. Where you going? Where you going? I'm about to be very candid, so excuse my language. A lot of people be fucked up. Not mentally, spiritually. Spiritually. Spiritually negligent. Spiritually negligent. Ignoring the obvious signs. I've been spiritually negligent. That's how I'm able to speak on it. I've been spiritually negligent. And that maybe at one point in time we didn't have the vocabulary, the diction, for the awareness for it. But we're now beginning to understand how important spirit is, how important mental health is. Oh, because you hear people now more so talking about God, 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 God. And it's perfectly fine to say the universe too. I'm not objective either way. If you say the universe, then say the universe. If that's your own personal world and if that's what you want to believe, your own personal beliefs have no effect on me. Do your thing, babes. People are like, how you? I'm able to do it because that's their world. That has nothing to do with me. I don't have to focus on someone else's belief. I feel like the only thing that I should be able to do is respect that. And respect is me saying that I agree to disagree with what you believe, but I can also tell you that within whatever they believe objectively to you, there is a lesson in it. There is a lesson into it. And that's why I say there's a reason to always be aware. I open the room for conversations of other person's spirituality, even if it is demonic. Because me not having a conversation doesn't mean that it still doesn't exist, because whether I believe in what they do or not, it still exists. They exist in the space, and if they believe that they have some form of power and they believe that whatever they say can happen or whatever they do can happen, I need to have something on my end to be able to combat that as well, because yes, spiritual warfare is a thing. And whether people want to believe it or not, whether you believe it or not, that does not stop it from existing. Something can still exist without your knowledge. And I feel like the only thing that'll help you be more knowledgeable of it is to be aware of it. Because once again, whether you know or feel or believe that it exists or not, if it really truly exists, it is going to exist whether you see it or not. An organism is not an unliving thing or an unlivable thing just because you can't see it. That organism, that microorganism that you cannot see, is still alive whether you see it or not. The air that you breathe is still present whether you see it or not. Because if you could see some of the things that did roam in the air, you would not want to breathe it in. I digress on that as well. But anywho, my good people, hopefully, once again, this message resonated with you all. Many different resources available to you all in the description box, including the membership space for the Lo-Fi Network. New postings are beginning as well. I'm going to try the live thing again. I'm going to post that next week. The date will be well towards the end of the month. That way, you all will have plenty of time to know, when that's happening or not. And then the next time that live happens, if there's only a few people in the room, then I will just make that more personal for those few people in the room, and they're just going to get an amazing experience. Okay. But anywho, spices could be significant. Some of you all are cooking, so I'm not even going to go there. So spices are significant, of course, today, because a lot of you all are grilling. So hopefully you all do enjoy that as well. Once again, our sponsor, Psychic Source, in the description box, using my unique code JMarion. After you click on that link, you can get up to 40 minutes of clarity insight for 1980. Description details down below in the description box. And of course, my good people, as always, remember to conquer this day, and I will see you all in the real network. Okay, bye, guys.